That's Tom Dixon on Kicks 105.5. And like I said earlier, I was going to have a nice conversation with a wonderful guest, Mike Barrett of Barrett Insurance. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Not well. We already know how I'm doing, but I'm doing, in the grand scheme of things.
I don't know how you're doing yet. How are you doing?
Hungry, actually. I got to admit, I'm pretty hungry. I got to get some breakfast in me.
Yes, you do.
But I got to find some quarters around the office first to get that breakfast. You know
Check in between the seat cushions.
Well, I mean, hey, that's why I got that love seat out there so I can go
have a seat.
Check.
Go have a seat, and then it all falls out. And
find the quarters.
End of the week, you're doing good.
Mike Barrett of Barrett Insurance. Mike, I wanted to call you Barrett for a second. I've been playing too much Final Fantasy VII.
No, actually, a lot of people over my lifetime have just called me Barrett. So
well, a lot of people just call me Plow because Mike being like the third most popular male name.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
It's just like
if they hollered Mike, 40 guys
it's
would turn
hilarious.
around. Yeah.
I don't know why, but right now, I just realized that we have the same name. and we've been chatting how long?
A little while now.
A little while now. Well, Mike Barrett of Barrett Insurance, you offer insurance of all kinds.
Yes, we do.
I had questions, and I swear, but I'm awful at writing them down. And so let's just talk about the types of insurance that you offer.
Okay.
Now, I've bugged you about renter's insurance.
Yeah.
We've talked about car insurance a little bit, I think.
Oh, yeah, we've talked auto insurance, absolutely.
Auto insurance.
Car insurance, vehicle insurance, it's all the same.
All the same.
Potato, Pepsi, Coke.
I know. Like maybe a year ago, we might have talked a little bit about boat insurance. I asked you about that. Let's just talk about, let's get all into the nitty gritty about what you offer.
A lot.
Yeah.
So,
what do you think is the most unique?
The most unique.
Oh boy. Insurance offering that you have.
And it's not unique necessarily just to our agency, because plenty of agencies have this type of offering, but pet insurance.
Pet insurance.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, pet insurance. But our long time background has been what we call property and casualty insurance, and you almost never hear property and casualty insurance. But what is property and casualty insurance? Property and casualty is what homeowners' policies are.
Okay,
because we're talking about insuring your house and protecting you for the liability. So there's the property, there's the casualty. Auto insurance, insuring your car for physical damage. There's the property. Insuring you for liability if you hurt somebody. There's the casualty. See the theme here?
I'm seeing
it keeps going on and on. So
it's a huge umbrella that covers many terms.
Well, we have all kinds of geeky things we can talk about, but we call it P&C instead of property and casualty. So P&C would be home, auto, which we offer, also motorcycle, boats, ATV, snowmobile, recreational vehicle, campers. Motorhomes, that's what the recreational vehicles would cover. We also insure farms, whether it be a large-scale, full-time operation farm or a small gentleman farm or even like a homestead where you have livestock for yourself. All of that is something that would be covered on an agricultural policy. So, again, farm for the big guys, mini farm for the small operations where it's not your meat and potatoes are purchased through other revenue sources rather than the farming. And then we also offer business insurance of all kinds. So we have business owners' policies that we can write. Again, business covering your property and your casualty. See, we're still in P&C. And then you've got commercial package policies, which are still available from some companies. Not as widely available as it used to be, but it's still an offering where you can insure different businesses that may not for any other reason fit on what we call a business owner's policy. So commercial package policies could be auto dealerships, mechanics, things of that nature would fall into that pretty well. We also offer, what am I missing? Workers' compensation insurance, which is big. We have flood insurance, which is tremendously big.
Especially around here.
Yes. So that's our property and casualty offerings. And as I go through in my head, okay, what did I just list off? I missed one that's not really spoken of often, but it's called a dwelling fire policy.
Ooh.
A dwelling fire policy is like an a la carte version of a homeowner. It's got a broader acceptability. We use it to write vacant properties, unoccupied properties, rental properties, non-owner occupied properties, or for any other reason just doesn't qualify for a homeowner. Kind of like a commercial package is how we write things for don't necessarily qualify for a BOP. Those are policies that you can pick and choose the coverages that are best for your needs. And then we also offer pet insurance, which actually falls under the property and casualty, interestingly enough. It's not a true medical. It falls under inland marine type of policy, which is a bunch of geeky stuff that I can get into a lot later, but I won't. And then, of course, our more recent offerings where we offer life, disability, So we've definitely jumped into that realm as well because we wanted to be a full-serving agency. We wanted to be able to offer, hey, look, if we've insured your home for many years and now you're looking to protect your family, should God forbid something happen to you, whether it be a disability or whether
You've
it be
trusted us
death,
for so long.
let us be your full offer agency. So we have that offering as well. Short-term disability, long-term disability, definitely the life insurance. We do whole, term, universal. We have various companies that we offer it with.
Moving back here, let me figure this out for a second because I don't know a lot. What I heard there is that I could get insurance because I've been stuck on this one.
Okay.
I can get insurance for if someone's at my house, right, having a good time and injures himself. I can have insurance that covers that. Is that
covers that if it's due to your negligence?
Okay.
And there is medical payments to others coverage available on the rental policies and the homeowner policies and the dwelling fire policies that cover if the person merely just sustains an injury on your property, which would normally be anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 if you choose the coverage. And then, of course, the liabilities there if it's because of your negligence that has led to severe injury or property damage, where they could little legal action can come after you, and of course you have to suit up and get that proper protection. Gotcha. It's about the casualty side of the property and casualty. The best way to remember that with a liability is it's a protection of your assets, of your well-being. Because, just because you don't have insurance, let's go to an auto policy very quickly so we don't go long, okay? Let's say you have the state minimum liability in Vermont, $25,000 bodily injury per person, $50,000 bodily injury per accident, and $10,000. No, is it 10? No, I think it's $25,000 for property damage. It might be 10, but I'm going off memory.
I'm gonna trust your word on it.
Just trust my word. Let's say you get into an accident and you are the at-fault party and you have hit a vehicle with 4 occupants and you have horribly injured these people. Now, how far do you think $25,000 per person is going to go? How far do you think $50,000 for the entire accident is going to go? Not very far. So let's say that accident now has caused $250,000 worth of bodily injury. You only have $50,000 in coverage, but you're still liable. So that $200,000 could fall on back on you for your bank account, for your assets. It could be in the form of a judgment or a lien. It's very scary. So insurance on the property and casualty, it's a very big balance of making sure you're properly protecting the biggest assets of your life for loss and protecting the biggest assets of your life for loss due to your negligence.
and of course, we talked about renter's insurance being incredibly cheap.
Oh, yeah.
Just to have like some sort of basic insurance, it has to be a very friendly price.
$10 to $15 a month for a renter's policy.
You mean to tell me? So I can
for a basic entry level, no bells and whistles, but just the property, just the liability. Yes, you're looking at about $10 to $15 a month.
You mean to tell me when I go out and get my lunch this afternoon, that for the entire month I could be covered?
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
You eat $15, $20 lunch every day?
Of course.
Good for you.
I got this morning man money.
The big bucks are rolling in.
I get paid on Thursday and the money's gone by Thursday afternoon.
But there's many complexities with what we do, and all I try to do is bring it down to a level that everybody can understand. So I think this morning we went kind of high level, just to give you a grand scheme of things. Yeah. But plenty of options.
And that's one of the things I said about you. I kind of rambled on at the 5 o'clock hour, and I was talking about what was going on throughout the morning. And I said one of the things I really liked about Mike Barrett is that while the audience may judge me for my lack of knowledge, Mike Barrett doesn't judge me at all. Mike, he listens to all of my questions, and even if they're redundant or I've said them 1.5 million times, he's there with a smile on his face, willing to give me the answers that I never knew I wanted.
There's something very important to that. I've been there. I've been on the other side. I get it. I get it.
Something called empathy. I appreciate it. All right, Mike Barrett of Barrett Insurance. Why don't you tell them where they can find you?
Sure. So you can give us a call, 748-5224. We're located on Portland Street in St. Johnsbury. We're online, thebarrettagency.com. Google, Facebook, and YouTube is all Barrett Insurance Agency.
All right, Mike Barrett, thanks so much, and we'll hear from you next week.
I will be here.
All right. Well,
enjoy your one meal on Thursday.
I'm going to go try and find some breakfast. Hopefully that'll happen. We have Blake Sheldon coming up on Kicks 105.5.